43. Okay, we got the cumulative distribution function capital F of x is defined here. Okay, part A, part 1 wants the probability that x is between 2 and 2.5. So to work out that probability, I work out capital F of the larger value minus capital F of the smaller value. And there's my formula for f of x, 1/10 x squared plus x minus 2. So that's going to be 1/10 of 2.5 squared plus 2.5 minus 2. Take away 1/10 of 2 squared plus 2 minus 2. So look at the first part, 1/10 bracket 2.5 squared plus 2.5 take away 2, close the bracket, take away 1/10, open the bracket, 2 squared plus 2 minus 2, close bracket, equals, that's equal to 11/40 or 0.275. Second part, I want to find the median of x. Well, the median of x is when capital F of x is equal to 0.5. That's when I got half the area, gives me the median. So I'm solving this equation, capital F of x equal to 0.5. There's the formula for capital F of x. So I'm solving 1/10 of x squared plus x minus 2 equals 0.5. Multiply through by 10. So x squared plus x minus 2 is 10 times 0.5, which is 5. Bring the 5 over, and then x squared plus x minus 2 minus 5 equals 0. Okay, so I look at that quadratic and see if it'll factorize. And I'm not going to find two numbers to multiply to give 7 and take away to give 1, so I'm going to have to use the formula. Formula minus b plus minus square root b squared minus 4ac all over 2a, where a is 1, b is 1, and c is minus 7, a being the coefficient of x squared, b the coefficient of x, and c the constant. So x is going to be minus 1 plus minus square root of 1 squared minus 4 times a times c all over 2a, 2 times 1. So that's minus 1 plus or minus the square root of, so inside the bracket I got 1 squared take away 4 times 1 times minus 7, that's 29 all over 2. So I got two values of x, minus 1 plus the square root of 29 over 2, or minus 1 minus the square root of 29 over 2. So look at the first one, so that's minus 1 plus square root of 29 over 2. So that's 2.19 to do the two decimal places, or change that plus there into a minus just in front of the square root, or minus 3.19. Now the median of x has to lie between 1 and 3, and the value that lies between 1 and 3 is 2.19. Therefore, median of x is 2.19. Okay, the part B. Part 1, obtain an expression for little f of x, valid for x between 1 and 3. So to find little f of x, if I'm given capital F of x, is I differentiate capital F of x. So I go differentiate 1/10 x squared plus x minus 2. Okay, so it's d by dx of that expression. So the 10th can stay as the bracket. Differentiate x squared is 2x. Plus differentiate x is 1. Differentiate minus 2 is 0. So there's capital F of x for x between 1 and 3. The second part wants me to calculate f of 4. Well, f of 4 is out. Now f of 4 is outside the range of 1 and 3. So that means that f of 4 will equal 0. Because when you define capital F of x, you get a formula for it, and f of x equals 0 otherwise. Okay, so if it's not between 1 and 3, f of any value is 0. So f of a half would be 0, f of minus 3 would be 0, f of 10 is 0. Anything out that range, 1 to 3, little f of that value would be 0, which is different to the capital F of x, because if capital F of x was smaller than 1, as it says here, it's 0. So f of a half would be 0, f of minus 10 would be 0. But if I go past the 3, it's always equal to 1. So capital F of 5 would be 1, capital F of 10 would be 1. Alright, so slightly different definition for the capital F to the small f. And the third part then, I want e of x. Now e of x is defined as the integral of x times little f of x dx from the first value to the last value, from 1 to 3. So it's the integral from 1 to 3 of x times little f of x, which is 1/10 of 2x plus 1 dx. Take the fraction outside, 1/10 x bracket 2x plus 1 dx. Before I can integrate this, I need to expand the bracket. That's 1/10 the integral from 1 to 3 of 2x squared plus x dx. And then I integrate up, that's 1/10. Integrate 2x squared, that goes to 2x cubed over 3, plus integrate x, that's x squared over 2, from 1 to 3. So I sub 3 in first of all, so that's 1/10 of 2 times 3 cubed over 3, plus 3 squared over 2, minus 1/10 of, put 1 in, 2 times 1 cubed over 3, plus 1 squared over 2. So let's type that in. So I got 1/10 bracket, 1/10 bracket, the fraction 2 3 cubed over 3, add 3 squared over 2, close the bracket, minus 1 over 10 bracket 2 times 1 cubed over 3 plus 1 squared over 2, close bracket. That gives me 32 over 15, which is 2.13. And I knew for the expected value of x, it had to lie between 1 and 3. 2.13 does.